those out of the way. What's up, YouTube? It's been a little while since my last video. Things have been kind of crappy weather-wise, and basically weather-wise. The holiday weekend was like 97 degrees and nobody really wanted to go fishing anyway. Threat of thunderstorms every day, so I didn't even bother getting out. So here we sit in early September and things are changing fast outside. The conditions are not favorable for fishing when the wind's blowing 25 out of the northeast for days. And that's pretty much where we're at. I did receive a new pile of flicker shads to play with, so that's a good deal. I'm going to paint some of those, and some of those I'm going to fish, but my friends at Sportsman's Direct always come through with quick, speedy deliveries, so we're stocked up on flicker shads. I'm sure people who are frequent viewers of the channel think that all I do is fish with flicker shads all year long, but that's definitely not the case. We just haven't had a chance to show you anything else. And first big cold front of the fall showed up. I'm definitely calling it fall. Fall is definitely here. I'm wearing a coat, which is awesome. And I had this whole video planned about how these jigging minnows from Sportsman's Direct are a nice $2 alternative to jigging wraps. But then I found out they were discontinued and you can't get them anymore, so that video is canceled. Which brings us to today. Windy Saturday morning. We're gonna try to do something because we're bored. We did try to fish in the increasing winds this morning. We launched the boat, everything was fine, no problems apparently. Idled away from the dock about 150 yards and the boat just sputtered to a stop. And it would turn over and crank, but it wouldn't restart. And I walked to the back of the boat and was dumping fuel out of the cowling of the motor. So trolling motor back to the dock, almost broke my hand getting the dock, boat on the dock in the heavy winds with the trolling motor. Got it back on the trailer, took the cowlings off, found out that there was just a fuel fitting clamp popped off and the barb fitting was just spewing gas out. So hooked that back up, cleaned things up a little bit, and went back to fishing. Right there's one I want to catch. I know we're on them now. You just come up here towards me. Come towards me. Oh, nice one, Joe. Nice one, Joe. Hold that one up for me. Look at that jigging minnow fish. Is that a jigging minnow? Get your finger cut like that. All right. That's a healthy fish, isn't it? That's the ones we want. Nice looking fish. All right, toss him in.
Oh, I caught him on that.
Oh, now you tell me. Chicken plastic. Creamed it, huh? Dude, that's what Chad caught him on last time. And it was just one of those days where you just knew it wasn't a great day to be out, but we wanted to give something a shot anyway. It was our only day to get on the water. So we tried to fish some structure with jigging wraps and jigging minnows, and Joe in the back of the boat ended up catching some really nice fish on a half-ounce jig with a finesse minnow of all things. And that reminds me that in this area, in this time of year, for the past couple years, somebody in my boat's always caught a big fish on a big jig in plastic while I'm fishing a jigging wrap in the front of the boat. And it's just really, it's a really weird thing. And they're deep too. They're like 16 to 17 foot. They're not doing the same thing they were doing in early August at all. It's a completely different game. They're scattered, they're deep, and I don't know, they're really tough to catch anyway. It was just, I struggled to catch a few small fish all on a jigging wrap, and it was a rough day. But it's September and things are changing. I can't remember the last time we weren't on some fish. I had a good bite going with good weather, so this week is like a total shock. So that brings us to now, and I'm going to be painting some lures up and preparing for the upcoming river season. Going to try to get the boat oils changed and all the maintenance done before the good fishing hits, which would probably be a good thing. We're gonna do a new segment called What's Tied Onto My Rods, and I'm gonna go get my rods out of the boat and we're just gonna look at what's tied onto the spinning rods. So as you can see, in September, it's all about the jigging baits with me. I go fishing structure, I go fishing steep breaks that break down to deep water, looking for fish on the screen, and this is what's tied on this week. And these baits are going to be players through September all the way through October, so keep that in mind when you hit the water. Now I'm going to get to work painting some baits, so we'll see you next week.
The seasons come and go like thoughts of you. Like a wave returns to the sea, into the blue. They change but in a cycle that I can't lose. Each painful but delightful to live through. You came into my life just like another season. Not for long, just a time, just like another season. Maybe this time next year you'll reap me for no reason, but I'll cherish every day until you come my way this season.
Like and subscribe.